Hello everybody. Today I'm making this video to correct a mistake that I made in one of my first videos that I put up on YouTube roughly about 3-4 years ago. And the video was how to be off the grid with solar. And there was one mistake I didn't realize I was making, but I definitely realize it now, and I don't want anyone else to make that mistake. The problem was, in my first video of how to be off the grid with solar, I had everything in one unit. I had all my batteries, I had the regulator, the inverter, everything was in the same compartment. But even though it was well ventilated, it, well, basically the batteries, as they charge and discharge, release the gas. And basically as they release the gas, that gas could be flammable. And if you have your electronics in that same container, if one decides to throw like an arc spark, it could technically ignite that gas and you could have a small explosion, which is not cool. So even though I never had a problem with it, it definitely was not correct, and that's why I'm making this video. I need to tell people that's not the right way to do things. But I just didn't know any better at the time, but I definitely know better now. So what I've done, and I'll give you a close-up here, we changed all of our containers. You know, this looks a little nicer. You know, this one you can sit on and everything, and it's pretty durable. So this compartment here, I have all my batteries, and in here I have the inverter and the regulator. But let me go ahead and show you what that looks like, give you a better clue here. Okay, so here is just my battery storage, and as you can probably tell right now I just have, well, I hope you can tell, I have 3 batteries in here right now, and I keep other things in here like a shield for when I work on the batteries, and I keep some distilled water in there, and a pair of rubber gloves, just so I'm not interacting with the acid that's in the batteries. And right now I have 3 batteries in here, which are all of a parallel circuit. So positive and negative on one battery is a positive and negative on the next battery, and positive and negative on the next battery. So that's pretty much all the same. And if you don't see any vents come on the top, the container that I'm using, actually the whole back here is open, so this one is well ventilated as well. So that's not an issue with this guy. So let me go ahead and show you the electronics here. Okay, so here is my container that I have attached to the side here, and this houses all of my electronics. I have my inverter, which is the DC to AC, 700 watts, and peak would be 1800 watts. So that's always worked for us pretty well. And I've gone through a few regulators or solar chargers through the years. For some reason they only last about a year and a half, and I know then they're just dead. So I'm not sure why I'm going through so many. Maybe because they're outside, I don't know. And I have my conduit that's coming in, which I'm not sure what this one is, but it's definitely for the water, the outdoor application. But I will be switching this to stranded here pretty soon. You just get more, I believe, amperage flowing through the stranded than you would on the solid. Just because the electrons, I guess, can flow a little better. So this is my updated system, and this system will be hopefully changing pretty soon. I'm gonna increase the battery capacity. You know, I get more batteries. Probably throw on maybe a pure Synwave inverter, because there's a few of our newer electronics that just doesn't like the modified sine wave, Synwave, whichever you want to call it. Just doesn't really like this one. So when we turn it on, you hear this weird noise. So I know it just doesn't like the waves coming off it. So that is the system, how we have it updated. And just keep in mind, and the main reason why I made this video, make sure you separate your electronics from your batteries. So you need to be as safe as possible. I don't need anyone to get hurt out there. So thank you for watching this video as always. Take care and God bless.